We were both working at a restaurant. He was my manager at the time, and we both kind of took our time through different types of restaurants and things like that. Over time, that got exhausting, being there very late on holidays and all of that. So that's when we decided to go back to school, and he found the ACES UT Tyler partnership, and so he selected civil engineering, and 2 years later I did the mechanical engineering.
I chose to study engineering at HCC specifically due to its convenience. I lived right up the street, the prices were amazing, and it just aligned with what I was doing in my life already. So it just fit in very well.
I did the Associate of Science in Engineering Science with HCC, and then from then I went on to do the UT Tyler Bachelor in Science with Mechanical Engineering, and then when I graduated, perhaps a month later, I started working at Pepsi as a maintenance engineer. All the classrooms here are very small, so you get to have a very close relationship, not just with your peers, but also with your professors. Anytime I had a question, I could go straight up to their office. So I thought that was really great. And so as you kind of go through your program, you never feel like one of 300 people. You know, it was a really close relationship with everybody around you.
So the instruction at HCC was beneficial in the long term. Difficult at first. You're being thrown into a new academic environment. It's not like studying at high school or your basic classes. Physics is intense, the calculus is intense, but at the end of it, you can realize, you start to see why it's so significant for the program, because without it, you'll be lost.
When I graduated, I got a job at Pepsi as a maintenance engineer. I was there for about 2.5 years working on machinery overhauls, fixing machinery, working on them once a week and doing their maintenance. I was able to learn a lot about mechanical design, mechanical properties of materials here at UT Tyler as well as HCC, and so I was able to take that to my current job at Hunting as a project manager, as I really learned that I wanted to be a project manager while I was at Pepsi, and that's what I'm doing now in the oil and field sector.
Got my Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering from UT Tyler back in 2019. Graduated in May, and by the end of May I was working with Arjun Miller Engineers just up the road in land development. I graduated magna cum laude, she graduated magna cum laude. I received the Civil Senior of the Year. She graduates as Senior of the Year. I passed my FE exam, which is the Fundamentals of Engineering exam necessary for an engineer. I studied all summer, passed it, flying colors. She passes without studying. That's my wife. So yeah, she's good at one-upping me.
The programs at HCC as well as UT Tyler, they were very intimate, very close with everybody around you, which also created a very competitive environment. So you were close with your peers and you wanted kind of to push each other to do better, which is something that I personally really enjoyed because I became very close with my peers, which then turned me into a student that I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to become. Like he mentioned, we both got the Student of the Year awards, which were extremely flattering to receive, and I never thought we'd be able to achieve what we have in that amount of time. So I'm extremely thankful for my time here.
Graduating from HCC and UT Tyler has propelled my life in a way that I wasn't expecting. I could only dream to accomplish what we have accomplished in a short period. Graduating in 2019, 5 years later, we have monetary goals that are far superior than what I ever thought we could accomplish together. And my favorite part of all of it is our student debt is less than a fraction of my peers. It's kind of just been the icing on the cake for all the hard work that we did.